We're on the road to Santiago. We're on the road to find ourselves. So let's get the honesty on the table right now. I do not look good in this video, at least not to me. As I said in the last video, I know my face, and I don't look healthy here. It's very obvious that pushing myself to come up over the mountain where the Cruz de Ferro was, that really took a toll on my body. You can see it in the last video in the evening when I'm out eating, and feeding those cats. So I kind of went too far, and it set a tone for the rest of the time on the Camino. On this day, I end up taking a bus later in the day. But I do get to spend some time in Ponferrada. And that time in Ponferrada taught me a few things. One thing I did not realize until now as I edit these videos is that this particular Camino stirred up some old demons. The Ancient One says in Doctor Strange, he says to Mordo, "We never lose our demons, Mordo. We only learn to live above them." Walking the Camino this time, I realized that I'd forgotten those demons were still there. And they came up, and they don't come up in the form of anger and rage and panic and meltdowns like they do in the last Camino. This time they come up in the form of sadness and melancholy. And I am very isolated on this episode today. There was an hour's worth of footage. I tried to pare it down to less than 20 minutes. I had it down to 14 minutes. Hopefully it will be less by the time you watch this, but just know I was so lonely and sad and depressed and so sick from my exhaustion that my camera became my only friend. You who are watching this became my only friend on the Camino. It's after 7 a.m., which is late for me. We're off. Nice, cool morning. I have an initial plan to walk to Ponferrada and then just take a bus on to Villafranca del Bierzo. I've walked this all before. I don't have anything to prove. But then there's another part that says, well, Matt, you did come here to walk. This is a horned owl, and my wife's spirit animal, I believe, is a horned owl. At least a Reiki master told her this once. Whatever the case, I think of my wife when I see an owl. And so we say goodbye to Molina Seca. Where was I? It doesn't fucking matter. Well, the sun's coming over the mountains. Recently somebody on one of my videos made a comment that next time I come on the Camino, I should not bring a camera, because I'm not getting the full Camino experience, or some narcissistic, authoritarian bullshit like that. Well, what I learned yesterday is, thank God I had my camera last time. We better nip this in the bud right now. The old man's not going to stop talking. Bottom line, in 2021, I was stopping to take video for this channel, and because of that, it resulted in more rest stops and more energy when I got to the end. In 2022, I was following a youngster and just powered all the way down, and that's why I was exhausted when I got to Molina Seca. That's the way I took, because I tracked to my albergue on this map. Actually, I tracked to a laundromat I wanted to go to. Ah, God, what's he jacking about now? Well, this is the situation. He's at the outskirts of Ponferrada. The Camino goes off to the south through Campo. But in 2021, I plugged the location of my albergue into Google Maps and just followed it right into town, which was a lot shorter. So in this video, I'm about to walk a piece of the Camino I have never walked before. The Camino proper is actually this way. I'm on uncharted territory. First thing you notice is there's a beautiful view here. Looks like the Camino was designed to give you a beautiful view, whether you wanted it or not. I could be there by now if I'd followed the regular road instead of the freaking Camino. Oh, so this is Campo. I wondered where Campo was last time because I saw that you walked through it. I missed this whole place. What a cool little village. There's the arrow. I guess we go this way. Ah, there we go. Marker. We have a Zen master. Wish I had some food for you. You look pretty well fed, actually. Just like that, we're out of it all. A ways away from Pomferrada. This is not making me happy today. I think it is a good day to take a bus. A lot of crazy thoughts about the Camino today. Maybe a couple bus days just to rest. This version seems to take forever. So this is the way we were supposed to enter, coming into Pomferrada. Worst part of this is it looks like nothing's open. This is weird. It's like being on the Camino for the first time. I don't get it. I got lost on the Camino. I am properly lost here, man. This climb actually just blew me out, and I'm early in the day. We paused for a coffee here in Pomferrada. There is a coffee and outside. Hola. This is 1.5 kilometers to the bus station. That's the way we went out last time. That's the Camino proper. Pomferrada has become special for a couple of reasons. For one, it marked the end of one of my best days, my most important day on the Camino. About 5 weeks later, I came back here with my wife and we went inside the castle. You can see that video. So all these things that are important to me kind of are centric to this area. I have this thing about energy that emanates from certain geographical points. I'm glad I have a few hours because this seems like Pomferrada is asking me to sit and meditate on things. So last year I came in from that way because, like I said, I followed a map. I didn't follow the Camino proper. It's like a totally different experience coming in this time. Albergue Guiana. This is where I stayed. Very lovely albergue. Very modern and stylish. Nice little souvenir shop. The rooms themselves were very nice. And you step right out, right down there's the Camino. I remember being in something of a euphoric daze. The equivalent of almost being drunk. I have no idea what this square has called. In October it was night. I was exhausted. I didn't bring my camera, so I never documented this area, and it almost feels like it was a dream. Now I'm going to find something affordable. King kebab, is that right? That looked pretty affordable. Let's see what's over here. Looks like too fancy for a pilgrim. And this is a nice section right here. There's a beautiful breeze just sort of channeling between these two buildings. That's not a pilgrim. It's a Knight Templar. Wow, that's cool. And we're right behind the Basilica. There's the Templar cross. It's interesting that this drain has the Camino shell and the, I think that's the Templar cross. I'm not sure what that T stands for. So I went ahead and bought this symbol here, the Cruz Tau. Cruz Tau, see I'm wearing it now. My Spanish is rusty, but La Cruz Tau, the Tau cross, is a symbol representative of the Order of the Temple, maybe the Templars. A representative of the Tree of Science, and it is a symbol of resistance and of protection. So if you're in Pomferrada and you want to find that cool little square with some great places to eat, you come up from the Camino down there. You come in here, you're on the Camino proper. To the left is where you would go to stay on the Camino. You'll see a cross there that says Cuadras. But if you turn right off the Camino, you'll see these bins here, little ramp. This is what's great. It makes you feel like has a little Harry Potter quality, or it's a secret passageway. Take this little narrow strip right up here. And you're behind the Basilica, and over there is the square. Don't do that at night, though. And over there is the Knights Templar right there. Right down that way is the way to the square. We're gonna go down and cross that bridge down there. The bus station's somewhere around there. I see that this graffiti is still here. Crossing this bridge again. These billboards have not changed in a year. I remember the McDonald's sign, and I remember the Opticalia. This is the part of Pomferrada you don't see. It's just the business district. The Camino turns off back there, goes through a park. It looks like something interesting is going on over here. I saw these jasmine setting up by the by the castle earlier, same group of kids, and I'm wondering if they just go around to these participating restaurants and just play. And it certainly worked here because I heard the music that came and said, oh, here's a place to eat. So we settled for a big dish of paella over here at the Despacho de Pan. 900 meters to the bus station, so we got time. Anyway, this is the part of Pomferrada most pilgrims don't see because they're passing through way down there and then they go around that way. And here we are. We got about an hour until our bus departs. In Pomferrada. I ate over there on my last Camino. Now I know where I'm at. Calabos. There's the famous monument. I am here at Alberto El Castillo, right down here. You may remember this monument. I think I muttered something to the effect that, so what's this statue? Hands of the Camino holding my balls. When you get closer, you see it's holding a face. Alright, we've been here before. Lauren and I explored this. It's just everything feels stupid today. I've had to just restructure my trip a little bit. Just heading up here to get some food is all. I might even just walk over to Gaddis, and there's the cute little square. Makes everything worth it. Weird feeling about the Camino. I think that next Camino might be a few years away. I spent this last rather interesting year kind of romanticizing my time on here, making those previous videos. It certainly added to the romance. But I think now it might be time to move forward. It was very strange being here when everything was sort of shut down and dead, a bit quiet. Boy, back when I was here in October, all these umbrellas were up, tables, they were full of pilgrims talking and laughing, comparing stories. I wanted to sit outdoors, so I just took myself a table. Well, as you can see from the menu, it's starting to rain. Some weird emotions going on in this place tonight. Lauren and I contemplated buying a place here, an albergue. I don't think we're gonna go that route now. So the emotions are kind of strange and heavy as I walk through here. And anytime I walk alone through a place that I shared with my wife, it's a certain kind of melancholy hangs in the air. Well, the next 2 nights I'm going to be staying in places I've never been before. I mean, I've passed through Linares, but I never stayed there. And then I'm going to be in Samos. I'm going to be there the next night, then Sarria, and then I think I'm just going to get the hell out. We'll see.